Hey guys, it's Phantom here and welcome back to a brand new video everyone, where in today's video I am going to be talking about bundles as a whole in this game and whether you should buy them or not. With the release of the new Lemuria Sky City bundle, as well as the new Halloween bundle and just all of the new bundles that have come out recently, pretty much inspired me to make this video, as I have actually gotten a lot of questions in the past just regarding bundles themselves and whether they are worth it to go and purchase or not. I know that almost 2 years ago I actually posted a video just kind of going over most of the bundles, or all of them, not really sure, but I did go over a lot of bundles and just stated my opinions on them and whether, they were kind of worth it to buy or not. So anyways, you can go to that video if you want a guide to kind of each specific bundle, but this is going to be a video just generally talking about bundles themselves, right? And kind of the controversy surrounding them, really. And by controversy, I mean you have some people on one end that just say, all bundles are worth purchasing simply because they're just, there, and if you want the items inside of it, well, that's good enough reason to purchase it. But then some people, right, they took a look at some of the bundles when they are first released and they're like, KI, come on, what exactly are you doing here? Do you really expect people to spend this much money, up front on just a few different items? And yeah, it's pretty much what we're going to be talking about though today. Now, one thing that I would like to mention right away regarding some of these bundles is they are very, very expensive. So pretty much the lowest price for a bundle that you can get, and this kind of just depends on the bundle that you want to buy, but the lowest price is going to be $29, with some of the bundles just being $29 and then others being $39. Now, that is a lot of money, right? That is definitely just a lot of money that you are committing to, spending on these items. And I would just say, since they are so much money, right, at the start of the video here, I would just like to say it really does come down to, oh, there's a heck count over there, but it really does come down to if you really want what's inside the bundle or not. I would not advise anyone to purchase a bundle if they are just purchasing the bundle for the sake of purchasing a bundle and just kind of looking at the bundles and being like, oh, well, it is a bundle, right? There's a bunch of items jam-packed together with a big price tag on it, so it must be really, really good. I mean, this same argument can be, made for a lot of different, other bundles in the Crown Shop. Definitely not the same bundles. These are definitely different, in-game bundles. I'm talking about card bundles, but the same logic kind of applies there, right? If it's really, really expensive and there's a bunch of words attached to it, it does not necessarily mean it is good. Further research does need to be conducted on each one of the bundles, and this pretty much just goes for every single time you purchase a bundle, because you definitely want to know what you are getting. Like I said, the bundles are really expensive. You are committing spending at least $29. You at least want it to be worth your money, right, for what you are actually trying to do and obtain in the game. I would definitely recommend going to the Wizard101 website, going on YouTube and looking up bundle showcase videos, because there are a lot of WizTubers out there that will show you what exactly is in these bundles, so then you can assess yourself whether you think it is worth it or not to purchase for yourself. So, I would definitely recommend doing some of those things, right? But my main point is you definitely do need to research before buying a bundle. You definitely want to figure out which one is right for you, because a lot of them are very, very different. It's like, yes, they all come with like houses and gear sets and all of that, but all of it has a different theme pretty much every time a bundle is released, and I think all of that stuff is really, really important to look into. Another thing that I would like to bring up is pretty much the fact that when you're purchasing a bundle, there is probably only going to be a couple things in that bundle that you actually want. Like, when you do purchase a bundle, there's no way you're probably going to be wanting like the house, the gear that's probably not even that good or doesn't even have really good stats, right? The pet, probably some of that stuff you don't really care about. You're probably looking at, a few of the items in that bundle and being like, okay, I'm kind of considering purchasing this bundle just because I like 2 or 3 of the items inside of it, or I really like the house, or maybe there is a specific piece of gear in the bundle whose stats you really like. So obviously, as you can see, there are a plethora of reasons for why you would decide to buy a certain bundle, but I would really say it kind of comes down to you, right? When you're just kind of assessing whether it is actually worth it to buy or not, you really need to ask yourself, how much do I really want this item or all of these other items? And of course, is it just really worth the price tag and it paying for all of that extra stuff as well? Some advice that I would like to give to certain people out there who kind of have the thought process such as, oh, hey, you know, if I buy bundle gear, right, since it is part of a bundle, that most likely means it's going to be really, really good and I'll be using this gear for a really, really long time. Now, that could be the case with some bundles depending on what you want and the gear inside of them. However, most of the time this is not going to be true, and I see this mistake just being made time and time again, probably not so much these days, as people probably have kind of wised up to the fact that bundle gear most of the time is just not really that good and doesn't really offer that many special stats that would kind of be considered worth it to actually use or worth it to put on the gear to sacrifice like other stats for certain things that the gear gives. Basically, all in all, bundle gear just really is not that good. Now, there are a few exceptions, but of course it is kind of dependent on the bundles. So for example, my tournament is ready. Yeah, anyways, sorry for that interruption, but yeah, it's going to be dependent on the piece of gear that you kind of want from said bundle that you're purchasing. So for example, in the Witch Hunters bundle, most of the gear really is not that good, except for the one that has a pretty cool Maycast on it. So I know when that bundle came out, people were kind of buying up that bundle just for the wand, right? That was kind of really the only thing that people wanted from that, but a lot of people did deem that worth it, and so of course purchases were made because of it. Same with the Spooky Carnival bundle, right, where the robe is actually really, really good for jading. It's actually better than the jade robe itself, so the Spooky bundle has probably been one of the most purchased bundles throughout the years just because that robe is so good. So, you know, as you can see, right, depending on the items in the bundle and depending on what you specifically want, well, it can just really influence your need to purchase it. Most of the time, bundle gear is really not going to be very good, but hey, if it has a specific type of gear that you need and want, then you know what? Go ahead, right? I mean, that gives you a reason alone to purchase it. I would like to bring up another point, and that is pretty much the point of if you want to buy a bundle for cosmetic reasons, right? You only want to buy the bundle because you like the look of the gear or something, or you really like the look of the house or whatever, then I would say that's a perfectly fine reason to buy the bundle. I know, as for myself, I have purchased a lot of bundles in the past purely because I could not get that certain look of the gear anywhere else, and of course if it is only offered in a bundle, right, and you really want it, well, then I think it definitely does make sense to buy it. It's really not a waste of money at all because you can literally just take a look at the bundle, right, and then realize if you do want it or not, you know, and it kind of makes sense when you consider that, of course, looks of bundles are definitely selling points as well. The aesthetic of a bundle can be really cool and unique, and it makes sense that for some people, bundles are really desirable in this way. So just to kind of recap everything, bundles are really expensive things, so make sure you actually want it before buying it, and then even do some further research on the bundle to see if there are specific, you know, items that you want, which kind of just act as specific reasons to buy bundles. All in all, if you want it, you want it. But anyways, that is pretty much going to be it for this video, everyone. I really hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope this could help you out. If you did enjoy it, you could always leave a like on the video or subscribe to the channel. It would help me out very much, and I would appreciate you immensely. But anyways, that's going to be all for me, everyone. I will see you all in the next video or stream, whenever that may be. So take care, and peace out, guys.